All right, Amit, go ahead and start us off.
Okay, Danny. So, Danny, today I work on this new favorite notification what Sontel sent to me design. So that part I am working on currently. So I have added the almost all the logic there. One things I required from JD. So I already pinged him. So he will provide me. Then after I will create the pull request. And side also I am working on writing test cases for message unit.
Okay, how are those test cases coming along?
So it's going on. Like it will take time. So it's a message module is too long now. So that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Amit.
Thank you.
Let's go to I mean,
Oh yeah. Hi guys. Yeah, Friday it wasn't much for me. It was like this task that I'm still hold on for it. Like from Jay. Maybe we'll share more about like what we have done with the fingerprinting stuff queries. But other than that, I reviewed Wells PR, the one that's about the screenshot detection. I did like a thorough uh um review of it, like of all the code. Like I left like a bunch of comments for Wells. Not sure if you got time to address those comments, but that PR I think it's need a rewrite. It works in everything, but like the code, it's a little bit complicated there for such task. Um, Other than that, like stuff that I worked on, let me pull my changes here in a minute. Yeah, I think I'm not sure if I already shared this, but like yeah, it was like an issue. Like on if you visited someone's profile, and you will see the public groups at the bottom. Um, it was like if you press on one of the groups, it always prompts you to ask you to join that group, regardless if you are a member or not. So the change we did is, if you are a member of that group that it's listed in the public groups, you will be just navigated to that chat. And if not, then you will be prompted to ask if you want to join the group. So that's thing that I worked on Friday. Yeah, that was all for me Friday. And from today, like John sent me a bunch of fish. I have to look into those. Um, they are related to Android keyboard missing. They are weird stuff because like it's like a Chinese phones. So yeah, I'll be looking into that today.
okay. Did John send you the one where, and maybe this is for Ismail, but you know how we put the lazy loader at the top of the chat lobby for
Um, oh yeah, it was like a weird behavior as you
it,
go.
yeah, if you're in every group, you still see like an outline of four groups at the top, and it's just a little bit weird.
Yeah, he sent me a video of a weird behavior. Like it's every time he sees the skeleton view, it should not be. I guess this is what you're talking about. Yeah, I left. Um,
My bad. I was taking a screenshot and accidentally put
mhm.
it down.
Yeah, so John sent me a video of that, like an issue related to those groups at the top of the lobby. Maybe it's the same thing you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for reminding me of that. That I will fix it too. I know what's going on there, so I'll fix it.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you, Mean.
Right.
Ismail.
Hey, uh,
Oh, God.
yeah. So first of all, build 77 was that all good? Did we get that up and approved?
That's a
Or was there any problems with it?
Let's see. Actually, that's a good question. I'm always forgetting which builds are where.
77 is the latest one. Oh, that's the one that's pointing to production.
I think 77 is in the App Store already.
Oh, okay. Um,
Yeah, it is.
and both iOS and Android.
Yes.
Okay, so I take it that uploading and all that is working as expected, pretty much.
Yeah, so far pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, good, good. Because yeah, that was a big refactor and a lot of additions, so I was a little worried. But yeah, it's all good. That's great news. That being,
I do have
yeah.
real quick with 77. I'm not sure
Hmm.
um who this is or when it comes to the message count. My sister is in 77 in iOS, and she
Hmm.
was telling me her message count when she looks at her screen, the icon um, on her iPhone shows that there's like 50 messages. But when she taps on the icon to open up Circles and goes to message lobby, everything looks red, and she can't
Uh,
seem to find where these new messages are or unread messages are.
I
I
think
think
Amin
that's
was
what
working on that.
what's that?
I thought Amin was working on that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, was working on that. I don't think it's part of 77, right? I mean,
No, it should be. Like
it should be.
77 is like the latest build we did.
That's the latest. Let me double check if there's one after it. Yeah, 77 is the latest one we have.
Then it should be. And yeah, I worked on fix for that. So um the fix that I did after like I worked on it, it's more of like not making the situation worse. So now the count will be stable. But if you had, for example, 17 messages on that icon, it's gonna be seven. I have to do another fix where it's like we have to reset it for every user now. So it's got shot from the scratch.
Maybe OTA would be good for that fix instead of
Yeah,
pushing a new
yeah,
build,
that's it. Yeah.
or is it native?
No, just a note here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But yeah,
I put this if there is still an issue, obviously it needs to be fixed. But I put some screenshots from my sister in the development channel in
like
case you need to see what she's looking
yeah,
at.
so that's that count keeps incrementing now, or it's always 15 no matter what how many messages she got.
I think hers might
How are
be
you gonna
10.
clear that state? I mean, if you clear, isn't it gonna clear every, like, you know what I mean? How are you only gonna clear it one time?
Like, can you repeat the question?
Yeah. How are you gonna clear that count?
It's like from the API of iOS. There's an API from iOS for handling the badges, the count. Sorry, yeah, the count badge on the icon. So it's not like a state, a React state. It's like a function you call for system API.
Okay. And after you call it one time, like, how are you gonna just clear it one time? Like, or is it safe to call it every time? And if it's actually unread, it would
Well,
have it
yeah,
right.
that's the thing. It's like I'll just depend on a state here. If I did reset it, then don't try to reset it every time. This is just to fix the current state of those users.
So you're gonna be like introducing a new state.
Yeah, like in this case, it's a mast.
Mm, hmm.
Like a state, it's like just a Boolean state for did we reset the count here or not? Like,
Yeah, I see what you mean. There has to be a kind of an asynchronous kind of state because, or backend or asynchronous because it obviously has to be stored.
no, it's just like a React state that's gonna be persisted to the storage.
React state
Not
is gonna be
normal
persistent
state.
or an atom.
Yeah. Adam is a React state
Yeah,
like
yeah. Okay, okay, okay. I see what you mean. Um, hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, then yeah, probably OTA then, or since it doesn't need a native, yeah, since it doesn't need anything native, then probably an OTA would do it instead of having to create a new build.
Yeah, yeah,
And it seems like it's bothering a lot of users, so probably OTA would be quicker also to get it out.
yeah. I can do the OTA and we can verify if it works because the for currently for the OTA to be applied, the user need to you need to restart the app twice for the OTA to be applied. Um, but yeah, we can do the OTA and verify that it's working and it's gonna be in the next bill for all users.
You know. Okay. Any other concerns, Todd?
Um, not with not with this. No.
Okay. Um. Okay. So yeah, back to my update. I was working on, so there's two things that are kind of pending right now. First one was um the basically locking down the topics. So Friday I kind of gave a quick demo on what I had for locking down topics, and that means is if a topic is locked, or not a topic, a group chat is locked down, meaning not everybody can share or create a new topic. Um, right now, what happens is if you try to create a new topic in that, Danny, obviously you just, it'll show that you created it, but you really didn't. So it might be confusing for the user. Um, so what we're doing now is if you don't have access to add or to add, yeah, to add a topic to that group chat, we remove that share. But there was places that were missing. So for example, first of all, we have to remove it from the in chat, and then we have to remove the add topic and add event buttons because those also give you access to that share. I had to remove it when you click share from a profile and it opens that compose screen. And I also had to remove it if you just go to a regular compose and you select the topic at the beginning, the little share and the compose have to be removed. And then the more complex one that I just figured out this morning that I didn't cover is that what if you go to the compose, you select the topic first, and then you select the group? So a lot of kind of ways to share. There's like five different places that I think that covers it all. But yeah, five different places where I have to like check, okay, are we sharing and do we have access to share? In each is different scenarios. So each of them have to be handled in a certain way to make sure it's centered from the front end side. I don't again, I don't know. I think I covered it all from the front end side. I don't know if we want to add like basically create message or when we send the message if we throw a certain error from the back end which will trigger an alert in case there's a scenario that we didn't cover. I don't know if that's something we're trying to do or not. If it is, then Ahmed or Jerry could work on it and give it to me and I'll handle it. Or if we're satisfied with the front end handling it, then I'll just have the PR up right now and we can go ahead and review it. So that's one thing. The other thing is, um, so the thing you mentioned, Todd, basically when you come back from the lobby and back into chat while you're uploading, they disappear until they're finished uploading, and then they reappear, right? So I I have a fix for that. It's just like I said, there's just one downside to it, which is when you come back, it blinks when it repopulates the cache. I still don't have a solution for that blink. I'm not exactly sure. But I think if it's not it's not too bad. It only happens if you do have something actively uploading. So um, last time I talked to John, he said it was okay. So I'll probably have that PR up for review. So I mean, you can take a look at it. And I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe you can help me see why that re-render is happening if you see something I don't. When you have some free time. But yeah, I'll have both those PRs up today. Um, and other than that, I can take on new tasks. Oh yeah, there's one more thing that John did send me on Slack, and he was saying that when he goes to, let me see what the name of the group is, Netflix and Chill group. If he's getting a notification and he's clicking on it, it's apparently freezing for him. Not the whole app; it's just the chat itself freezes so you can switch between topics. Um, now I'm flagged him back to see if that was the only group or if there's or if it's happening in other groups, but he still didn't respond. Um, so yeah, just need more details on that. And if that is the only group, then Jerry, I might have you, since it's obviously it's in production, it has 17,000 people. I might just have you send me notifications, like fake notifications, just to like do some tests on that specific group.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what's
sure if it's other groups, because you kind of have to be in it when you get the notification. So maybe
well, I can join the group, and it's a public group, right?
yeah,
Yes, I'll just join the group, and I'll send Jerry the user key I'm using, and he can send me like notifications without me actually having to send anything or him having to send anything. And I can do some tests on my local device in production to see if I can, if there was some kind of error, or if I can. And you said that's the only one it's happening to?
no, I'm not sure if it's the only
You're
one,
not sure. Okay.
but I experienced it a couple times in that group.
In that group particular, okay.
Mhm.
And is it consistent or is it on and off?
It's not easy to reproduce because it's, the notification has to come in,
Mm-hmm.
and then it does persist. Like if you stay, it was weird. If I stayed within that chat, it was if I tapped on one particular icon,
Mm-hmm.
that's when it would freeze.
So not on notification click, but after you interact with something.
After you tap the notification, then tap the icon is how I noticed it.
Okay, well, that's new information. That changes things. So tapping the notification itself, it'll take you to the right place, and then you can scroll. Everything's working. But if you tap a certain icon, then it freezes. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's different than what you described. It that changes a lot because I was a little worried because the first one is very hard to fix because
Mhm.
that has to do with the whole refactor we did a long time ago. If I remember, it took like a month. Um, where if it freezes after you click an icon, that might be a lot easier to fix.
Okay.
Um, what is the icon?
It was a movie called Scandal TV
Mm,
show.
you said icon.
Yeah. So above the preview window, so you know how.
Oh, you clicked on a preview and then it froze. That's probably because it wasn't loaded, maybe. Like in the you remember how if it's not in the first 25 topics,
But it's yeah, it was one of the first 5 messages.
so it was loaded in the topic selector up top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you clicked on the preview and that's when it froze.
Yeah. On the icon for the preview.
The icon, when you say icon for the preview, I'm not sure I know what that, like, what does the icon for the preview mean?
The image above the window, like overlapping the top of the window.
Yeah, well, the whole window's one button, really. Like,
Is it?
no matter where you click, it behaves the same. It's all one big button, the preview window.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah, that's way different than the notification. It has nothing to do with notifications, I think.
But it
So
seemed to I couldn't reproduce it until the notification
until
interacted with.
so okay, so you have to come from a notification and then you click it and then it
Yeah,
happens. But if you don't come from a notification, then it doesn't happen.
that's right.
Um. Well, there could be. Mm, what were you doing before you clicked on the notification?
Um, I think I was reading different messages within different topics in
But
that.
were you in that group chat or were you in another group chat?
It was in that group chat.
You were in that group chat.
Yeah.
And was that topic newly created? Like, was it a brand new topic
No, it was created in May,
in May?
and yeah, the message was
But the message had been the first time somebody interacts with that topic for a while.
yes.
Ah, okay. Okay, I think what happened was when that message when someone interacted with that topic, I don't know if that brings the topic to the front automatically.
Yeah, it would. But I mean, it wasn't. The message was 2 days before, so it wasn't like that was. That's not the notification I tapped on.
Mm. Hmm. I have a feeling it has to do with something with a certain topic not being loaded in the topic selector. That's my gut feeling. Um, I would have to do some more digging in, but it sounds like there's not a clear path to recreate this, not yet at least.
I would try being in that group and creating notifications for it.
The thing is, I don't think it has anything to do with that group. I think it has to be with like I think we could reproduce this in any group.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's not.
So I can for me, I can just put it in it. I could have it in a QA environment and just go crazy.
Yeah, might as well
Yeah.
try it first.
Yeah, but I think now I understand the problem better though. It's you clicked on a preview, it froze after you came in from a notification. So yeah, I'll see what I can find there.
Okay. So good.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I had.
Okay. Who else do we hear from already?
I didn't go yet.
Okay, why don't you go ahead, Jerry?
Yep. So, hold on 1 second. Let me get my things pulled up real quick. And all right. So, yeah. This week, let me start off this weekend, John. It looks like that. Yeah, a lot of our users in Jamaica were having issues onboarding into the app.
Yeah.
So, I reached out to Firebase support last night, got a response overnight. It was a generic copy paste response like, what numbers is this happening to? The kind of information I've already included in the support ticket. But then they linked me their project, and it's like Google set up a Firebase environment to test with. It's like, you know what? Let me just put in the numbers that are getting the errors and see if they get the error.
Okay.
And yeah, it did not work on Google's Firebase project either.
Huh.
It returned the same error 39.
Okay.
So what does that mean? That means that it's not us.
Hmm.
But I have to play snail mail with Google and try to figure out what it means and hope I don't get a bunch of canned responses. But did you see what I had recommended about kind of pausing anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I paused everything. Yeah. Because I mean, I have a lot of questions around all of it, but yeah, so it's safer just to pause everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's crazy though. It's not. It has nothing to do with us. Is you don't think it's because you use their test thing?
No, I used Google's own environment. Like they have a test page now,
Yeah.
and it's like their own account set it up. So
And what failed? Like you put in a Jamaica phone number, and then what happens?
it just says error 39, and that would not send an SMS to them.
Huh. Huh. Okay. So well, imagine you let them know you got an error 39 with their test page.
Yep, that's what I did. But
Okay.
I feel really, I don't know. Just you have to poke them a few times to get out of the canned responses.
Yeah, I remember. We have that guy's phone number. Remember? I wonder if we could reach out. We talked to somebody directly once. Remember?
Yeah, we didn't have his number though. We had just an email, but it was his like, what was it? He used a shared email.
But it was a direct line.
Was it?
Yeah, I think we were able to reach him directly, like at least through email.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find it, it's like Marcellus or something like that.
Yeah, let's see. Locked out. Let me see if I could find it real quick. Not this person. I know who you're talking about, but let's see. Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
But yeah, I don't. He just uses just a shared inbox,
Okay.
so I don't have a direct path to him.
Hmm.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens today. Like I said, it is fortunately highly reproducible, unlike kind of the other issues that we've had.
Hmm.
And if it's just like, oh, there's a carrier in Jamaica, we just blacklist it, then okay, let them be the one to tell us that, but we'll have to handle that appropriately.
Right. Okay, but how many numbers did you test with?
Oh, I went like 3 for 3 in my testing
Yeah.
and reproducing, and like you can see, it's a huge like spike in errors, and they all come from Jamaica. It's not every Jamaican number. We've gotten numbers in from there.
Yeah, I saw a couple people get in.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the carrier?
It could be. Nobody can really say what that error 39 is, so I'm hoping that Firebase can be the ones to tell us.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine they'll figure it out.
I mean,
So,
literally, I reproduced it on the first try 3 times in a row,
hmm
3 different numbers. So if that's not enough for them to look into it, then they just don't want to help us out.
Right. Okay. Well, I assume they're gonna help.
Yeah, we hope for the best.
Yeah. Okay. Um, so what else then?
Yeah. So let me go over. Was that everything? I know I looked over some stuff with you.
Well, I'm really concerned about this invite situation because it doesn't make sense to me that over 100 were sent out and then none were. Except that something's got to be wrong there too. Like I'm having one of our community managers help test, but we're 12 hours apart.
Mhm,
So she's asleep when I'm awake, and I'm awake when she's asleep for the most part.
mhm.
But so I haven't heard back. But I asked her to press the invite button and try and get some friends in and see what happens. But it seems like something's wrong. They do use a 9-digit number in South Africa. I don't
Correct.
know if it has anything to do with it, but how could it be over 100 and zero? Like that seems crazy.
I can run. I can run a query and check it out just to see if anybody came in and we have their phone number.
Right.
I
We have
can,
all those numbers that are entered.
yeah, and I can compare that against people that onboard it, and if let's just see if it's people coming in and invite credit not being awarded because they use a 9-digit number.
That would be helpful. Hopefully that's what it is. That'd be great. But I didn't notice anybody. I didn't look enough, but I would have seen um, some of them had, would have either leveled up or at least had one friend convinced to join.
Hmm.
And I checked a few different people. I didn't see any, but I only checked a few.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
yeah, look, will you check on that, and then let's check everything we can check.
Well, yeah, I'll run it. I'll run it retroactively, especially if there's a fix. Like it's a very easy fix I can do retroactively.
Okay, cool. And then either way, I want to update the ticket. Um, we never finished updating it. It's not converting very well.
Hmm. Okay,
So
let me know what you want it to be.
okay, we'll do. Let's see, what does yesterday's look like? 82 to 0 again yesterday. That's impossible. 82 to 0
Hmm.
on the add friends invite button. No way. No way. A total for the month 574 attempted, 23
Hmm.
accepted. That's crazy. Something's wrong.
The only thing yeah, I'll look into it. We'll see. It could even be that it's South Africa and it's a bunch of users that are getting exposed to the app, and maybe they have, maybe it's cultural, for all we know.
Possible, or like there might be something wrong with that link. I don't know. Let's take a look.
Hmm. Yep. I'll take a look. Yeah. Outside of that, let's see. Ian sent me some SEO stuff from Search Console, saying just some things with helping them to index the pages. So I went ahead and looked at it. It actually helped uncover a couple bugs that we had with our landing pages, but it wasn't with any of the landing pages we actually use. It was like with those user profile and business profile pages that I had set up. There were some business profiles, not it was like if they had no categories assigned to the business, there was an issue with them. So any business that had categories to it, there was no problem, but there were some who that didn't. So I was able to uncover that bug and fix it, as well with the user profiles. As far as our indexing progress goes, Google has crawled 35,000 pages and has already indexed 8,000. So we are getting more crawl volume. As far as search impressions go, Saturday we had 76 search impressions compared to 0 a week ago. So we're definitely getting more like organic.
Yeah, what was that number again?
We had 76 search impressions in Google, organic search
So
impressions,
that organic, nice.
compared to 0 a week ago.
Right. That's a huge increase. That's an infinite jump, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, it's only going to get better, so that's cool.
And we're getting clicks.
That's pretty
We're getting a couple clicks a day. It's not stellar, but again, it's infinitely more than what we had a week ago.
Yeah. There's definitely opportunity there too.
Mhm.
Okay. Very cool.
Who is this person that has? There's somebody who got. I wonder if this is somebody that. Let's see. There's a user that got 3 clicks from search. Interesting.
Probably the same person 3 times, I imagine.
Yes, the same person, but well, I don't know if
I'm at the same search.
user.
Yeah. I would suspect.
Somebody that came in from Bar West. I don't know how to spell her name. It begins with a TZ. But has Bar West in her circle of trust.
Okay.
But yep.
And then there was 3 organic searches for that person.
Yeah, 3 clicks. She's the most clicked page that we have.
Okay.
So I don't know how.
What would be really great to know is if it converted to a download.
Yeah. Let's see. Interesting. I wonder what they're searching for. Okay. Yeah, I'll be taking a look at that. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to add some more keywords to it. I can add some keyword tagging. So we'll do that and see if it kind of adds ranking to the search. Because right now our average spot on Google search is between like 20 and 30, which I think that kind of puts us at the bottom of the first page.
What does?
Our average Google search rank is like 20 to 30, depending on the day.
Okay. And what did you want to do about that?
Oh, I'm just going to add some more keywords, some more specific keywords. Maybe if you want to send me some of the keywords that you're adding on some of the ad campaigns that are working, I'll add it to there.
Oh, I see. Into the metadata?
Yeah.
Sure. Sure thing. Okay.
So, yep. And let's see. Friday, we got
send an invite to Tori. I'll send you a screenshot. And you know how it says like kind of mutual friends? But I've been wondering why it's picking certain people. Like this one says Jonathan A. And neither of us know a Jonathan. I'm wondering why it picked that up. You don't have to do it right now, but I just sent it to you in Slack.
Okay.
Because I had sent one to somebody else as a test yesterday. And also said it was like there was one name I did recognize that was a mutual friend, and then there was another name I was like, "Who the hell's that?" Maybe we need to revisit that too. Okay, so you were saying?
Yeah. So we got the new landing page out Friday too, with like little animations. Any feedback on that? Are you working with Ayad on that?
Yeah, I need to work with it. Maybe you could help me too. The timing is just way unnatural. There, I think the increment idea that you gave him, I don't know if he understood or maybe is what you meant, but it went It's like perfectly incremented. It's way too uniform. It's like there's no randomness to it. It's like the ticking of a clock with each thing that happens. So it's just unnatural. It's really obvious that it's staged.
Okay. Yeah, we could probably like increase the delay. The thing is the chat would look slower.
Well, that's okay. And I gave him random numbers at first, and it looked more natural. But then the reaction part wasn't, because those would come in instantly with a message. So like obviously that was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So they just need to be staggered a little better.
Mm-hmm.
I think the original staggering I had was good, except um, the reaction threw it all off.
Mm-hmm.
What 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 was your understanding? How was it going to be incremented to the messages and the reactions, or just the reactions?
My understanding is both.
Uh, yeah, no, I gave them a good random set of numbers for the first 10. Like some 8 seconds, some 2 seconds. Because the thing is, I was just looking at what the last 10 messages were, and some of them were kind of long, some of them were short. You kind of have to have enough time to write a message. There has to be several seconds
Mhm.
between. All right, let me message him back and see what we can do. And remind me on the incrementing. What were you gonna do with that? Like, wasn't it adjusted after each one? Did it
Well,
up?
yeah, well, we were gonna pick like a random number between maybe I said like 2 and 5 seconds. Maybe we want to do something like random number between 2 and 20 seconds, and it's just a random number of seconds between there, and then that's what kind of ticks the thing.
But then is that consistent after you pick a random number, or each
No,
time?
everyone will be everyone should be different.
Yeah, I don't think it's doing that at all.
Hmm.
Can you maybe you could have him explain what he did to you,
Hmm.
and I think you'll be able to point out. Have him send you a screen record too,
Hmm.
because it's yeah, I don't think I think it's working against us now.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's another reason I paused everything. Just like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. So,
Hmm.
um, and then I'll work with you guys on it. I think also too, you can tell them to go back to the numbers I had picked for the messages, at least like that can still follow the same pattern. So he can
Wait,
revert back to where he was with the messages, and then just handle the reactions. So
wait, repeat that again.
the messages had intervals that were natural in feel. They were totally random. Like the first one was like after 2 or 3 seconds, and then it was like 8 seconds, and then like 5 seconds, and then like 2, and then 8. Like they were very random.
Hmm.
I just gave them numbers that I thought probably patterned to what I was looking at in the last 10 messages. So that part was fine. But then he incremented everything. Like it seemed like everything was like completely uniformly spaced out when I had tested it.
Okay. I'll ask him if there's any difference between like the topics and the messages.
Okay.
Well, not topics, sorry, reactions.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yep. Um, what else we got done there earlier? Yeah, we met with Google. Yeah, John, did you email Google to tell them look at our page?
Um.
Because we got the hyperlinks in the
Oh yeah. No. What do I tell that lady?
uh to revalidate our page that we have hyperlinks configured,
Okay. Let me message her.
and we have the hyperlinks and the GTM GTM code.
Okay. I'm doing it right now. Revalidate the page.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you said the hyperlinks and what was everything?
The GTM code.
Okay. Sent.
Yeah, that way they can start checking that in.
Okay. I want to probably need your help to. I want to talk to Amin here next, and maybe you can provide some data evidence because I think that the keyboard is not working. Something weird is going on. That actually Danny can also provide. He looked up the evidence too. Um, there's in amplitude. There's a massive drop off after the welcome button, and I'm seeing it also in session replays. That it seems like either there's no keyboard or the keyboard is blocking the name component in some way. Something's wrong. Like the people are
Hmm.
stuck there. So let me go to Amin. And did you have anything else to add, Jerry?
While you're on that topic,
Yeah.
one thing maybe I've seen in a couple session replays as well is for the birthday. Have we ever considered swapping around the month and the day fields, like swapping around to international format depending on where the user's coming in from?
I haven't thought about it, but I think that would be a good idea.
I've seen some people like type it in wrong because they're like, "Oh, well, this is US format."
I have to. Yeah, I think we should change the whole thing actually to a roller kind of thing. I've seen that in other apps.
Oh yeah, like instead of the input, it's just a
Yeah, you pick the date, the month, the day. Yeah,
yeah, that's more like actually that's like a native component. I'm pretty sure, like a native picker.
it could be. Yeah, yeah. The goal, I think, for modern apps is to try not to use a keyboard at all, if possible. Not have the user even have to type anything.
Mhm.
But we're a little ways away from that. You kind of have to with the phone number. Actually, you don't necessarily have to. Sometimes it's pre-populated. So anyway, yeah. Let me ask Amin about that. Thank you, Jerry. Hey, Amin, how's it going there?
Hey.
Did you get my messages?
Mm-hmm.
So, is there yeah, what is going on? Like, why? How come sometimes the button's in the middle and sometimes it's the right? Is that maybe that might have been a fix that Wells worked on smaller phones, but
Well, before that, I was going through the session replays. Um, like for example, let me show my screen.
okay.
Like for example, like this session replay, I
Mhm.
think it's just the user. Like from from the logs here. Like for example, like if I go here, like the user is not doing anything. Like I can see it from the logs here. Like the user is not typing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when he starts tapping, he's only tapping the button. Like
Well, yeah.
it tries to tap the input, but you can see like those are the button touchable. It's a button pressable. It's a button.
Roll back to that first tap where the keyboard drops. So the pink button, go back a little further,
Hmm.
a little further.
Yeah,
Okay, see how it's up? Go back up. Go back. Okay, see how it's up there? So what happens there? Why does it go down? If how did they dismiss the keyboard without it giving the error? It should have said there, that error right there. Something.
the error like this error is only when you tap the
Well, how
next
did they
button.
get? Okay, go back to where the button's up. What did they do to get it down? Did they press the down
Yep,
on
he has
on
it.
agenda?
They press in here, like on you see this user tab. They
Sure.
pressed anywhere in the app, like anywhere in the.
That will dismiss the keyboard.
Let me just verify. It, now that happens before, but I know like we're doing this. Yeah, if you tap anywhere, it dismiss the keyboard. Let me try.
Let's double check 100% on it. And then the more I was thinking about it, why would we even let anybody dismiss the keyboard? It should just all you have to have the keyboard here, right?
The user can dismiss the keyboard if you want to. It's like the keyboard.
We
It's
should
not
make it fixed here, right?
we can't. If the user wants to dismiss the keyboard, it will dismiss. Because like that's what I know. Maybe there is a way because it's not us that determine whether the keyboard should be. It's not like you say show the keyboard. It's like we only trigger the keyboard for some side effects. For example, the user press on an input, that's automatically will bring up the keyboard. Like
Yeah.
we we don't
We
control
we
it
bring it. Yeah, I know, I get it, but we do bring it as you arrive here. Like you hit the welcome button, and you come.
because we auto focus the name, meaning
Okay.
it will be auto selected. Like for example, the first name input it will be
Yeah.
auto focused.
Let's go
So
back and see if that's the case too, because I don't think that's the case. Maybe it is. Go back a
okay.
little further. Is there a cursor on the first name? And uh, I think that was a nuts.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, there
it
is.
is.
Okay. So it's autofocus. Got you. Okay, so keyboard is up. We presume the keyboard is up. Can't see it,
Yeah, but it
but
should be up.
it should be up. But that's weird to me that it dropped while it's still focused. It was focused
No,
for.
you see now the
It was there.
cursor, the
Go back
cursor
a
is
little
not.
bit. Go back a little bit. It was there.
Yeah, there's a lag. It could be because of session replay.
Could be. But it
It's
also.
it
Yeah.
dropped,
Yeah.
and just a second two later, the cursor it's gone. So
Okay, so
I would
perhaps
say,
letting it
mhm,
drop is a problem. Like maybe they wouldn't be continuing to try and advance. But this isn't the only one. There's a few that just seem odd. But
yeah, yeah, I know. I'm just like going like one by one. For this one,
mhm,
I would say just the user. Either the user he does not know what he wants to do, or because like from the events and everything, he did not type anything. The keyboard was in here. Normally, you will see those blue circles in Sentry if
yeah,
he's
that's
typing on
true.
the keyboard.
Right.
But
No,
there was
I agree. There was no typing of keyboard
mhm,
on anybody's. Not a single letter. Not one time. That was what was weird for me. I was looking at many of these, and they
yes.
didn't even do one letter and change their mind.
So this is the first session replay, and also this one.
Yep, there's a few.
Let me say this one.
Okay.
Let's cleanse.
See what's happening there. What if the keyboard? How would we know this? What if the keyboard is above the fields for the name? Is that possible?
Should be. We
Because like
do.
if, in this guy's case, I'm pretty sure if you go back, his very first tap is on his nav bar. Yeah, after that one, um, right here. Go forward a little bit more.
Let me play it.
Right there. Is that his nav bar?
Um,
And is that the button to drop your keyboard?
yeah, could be.
Okay.
I'm not really sure
Because
how.
whatever that was, it dropped the keyboard.
And yeah, like you can drag the keyboard if you tap anywhere in here.
Yeah, but
In
he
this,
didn't tap there. He tapped down below the keyboard.
it, I mean, like the whole thing. Like
But how do you tap? There's a keyboard there. So how do you tap below it? So
mm,
there should be a keyboard all the way to the bottom, unless, except for the nav bar, I think. See, right there.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it
And
could be
then
that. Mm-hmm.
there would seem like a little bit of a delay too. Like you press that twice, then it.
Refine.
Something seems off. Why is the name not centered too? Look, that was weird. Okay, look, yeah, go back. Like the name's not centered at first.
Yeah, it shifted a little bit. I saw that.
Yeah, there's something. It's just weird. Yeah, it's to the left, and then yeah, still to the left. Then I don't know when it shifts. Maybe
Mm, yeah, so
it, I I don't know. It my instincts telling me there's something broken here because I've seen so many of these where they're trying to progress. I can tell they're swiping, they're tapping.
hmm
It's like there's no keyboard, and it's over and over and over again on these. It would be different if I saw like one letter of their name, you know, but not one.
well, this user start pressing the next button immediately.
Yeah, go back to that again.
It's like here,
Here,
and
yeah.
then it start typing.
But wait, that looked well weird too. Um,
Yeah,
it was up and
because
then
the keyboard is up because it's pushing things,
mm,
and
wait, see what? Why to do that?
then like it was like about to dismiss, and dismiss it start pressing
Something weird there too. You see?
where.
Well, it was out of sequence. Like the tap is down there, then it
Mm-hmm.
dropped. You know, then they tap again.
Probably there is no keyboard. I don't know how the keyboard is not um it's not visible. Let me see. Android. This one is a Samsung, so I don't think it's maybe with these others they have this Vivo brand and
Yeah,
this one.
Amit. I think Amit has a Vivo or an Oppo. Amit, do you have a which phone did you end up getting?
Oppo I have.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah,
Mm,
and is it?
mm,
It's an Android operating system.
Yes.
Okay. Um,
Um
can you delete circles and go through onboarding? And when you get to the name screen, which is so don't go through onboarding. It's the very first screen. When you get to the very first screen for your name,
Mhm.
I want you to press the pink forward button and tell me what happens. Like I want to see if you can bring the keyboard back.
So can I start recording and show it to you, or let me
Yeah.
join the
Yep.
through this phone and share the screen?
Either way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know, perhaps they hit the pink button. I mean, and then they just don't know how to bring the keyboard back. Because like it would be hard to know, like necessarily, you wouldn't just maybe not assume that you have to tap back into that
hmm
first name field.
hmm I
So,
mean
but this goes back to I think we should have the keyboard there permanently.
okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Like let me see if it's possible. Um I think it should be possible.
And that pink button should be probably gray.
Mm.
And why is it sometimes in the right and sometimes in the middle? So I still have a lot of questions.
Like this button, sometimes right, sometimes middle.
Yeah, sometimes in the middle and sometimes in the right. Yeah.
I'm not really sure, but could be because of some so there's some styling happening. Let me open up that code and see. Like there's some conditional styling is
Yeah.
applied.
It was supposed to be conditional if the phone was small,
Yeah, and
but
maybe that
it's
that
moved for me. And I have the biggest iPhone.
let me see. Mhm. This is the button. Let me see. No, there's the button. Just anchor. Yeah, it says stick to the right if hide. Mm, it's below 900, so maybe
But
that's
why
what's.
is it doing it on my iPhone Pro Max?
So it's like sometimes you see in the center, sometimes you see in the right, the same
Well,
phone.
yeah, I sent you those screenshots. One of them was 3 weeks ago. It was in the center.
Mhm.
One of them was a couple days ago. It was on the right. Same phone.
Then okay, then it could be like because of a code change.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we changed something and that keyboard's not working. But I don't know.
I don't.
Is it possible? Remember my suggestion
Mhm.
theory? Is it possible that button is blocking the component? What if that button has a huge bounding box around it that we don't see?
No, it's not. I'm sure it's not. I can verify that at least for my end. It's not. It's like
Uh, can I share my screen
Yeah, let's
on the
let's see.
if that button has a huge bounding box, I think it's gonna be problematic for most of the devices.
Yeah, true. But maybe just it overlapping a tiny bit. Well, hold on, that's weird. Why was that black? Did you guys see
uh,
that?
Yeah, I saw that. It was like a block box
Yeah,
there.
there was a black rectangular box over.
oh, it was some notification like something you are sharing on screen, something it's coming,
Oh, it was a notification. Okay.
something like.
Okay. Then all right, yeah, go ahead and go forward. Okay. Um, hit the pink button. It did not drop the keyboard. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's already weird. Like, okay, tap the dog. Okay, that dropped the keyboard. Um, hit the pink button again.
Yeah,
Okay, and then tap into the name field.
last name also.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Delete your name and tap outside of there again, and then tap on the red text.
Nothing happened.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. They might, and that's another. Who knows if somebody tapped the red text and they were confused because that doesn't do anything. But how come the
Hmm.
keyboard didn't drop? I mean, what's that called? Isn't that weird though? When you
No, it could be like because we don't drop the keyboard when user press the button there. Because pressing a button does not dismiss the keyboard only if we do it. Only if we like explicitly drop the keyboard. Maybe in this case we're not doing it.
I thought it drops by default no matter what, anywhere you tap.
Anywhere you tap like the container, not like button. Because
Okay.
like if you press a button, it will have that event for itself.
Okay. Press forward then on it.
And I think this red text also blur here, right? It's intentionally blurred. Like, please enter valid first name.
It's
Looking blur.
blurry to you.
Yeah, looking blurred to me. Yeah.
It's
Can you
not
show
like
me?
red, it's just like red on a blue background. It looks
I mean, I
weird.
can read it crystal clear, but send me a screenshot. Maybe it's more blurred on his phone.
Um, I can see from the screen record. It's
I
not like
can
a
read it.
blur.
I
It's
can read it also, but it's some contrast. Maybe I don't know. Let me share
yeah,
it.
it's like just the contrast of a red text on a blue background.
We gotta update the icon. Go back to your lock screen on it.
Lock screen.
Yeah, just get the app out of the way.
Mm.
Yeah, in the menu, open it.
Your home screen, like you mean
Home.
where you see app icons?
Yeah, right there. That icon is super old. Um, thought we updated it on Android. No, Todd, is Todd here? Todd's not here. Damn it. Chantel, is this the icon you see on Android still?
Yeah, and I attempted to change it and it looks changed on my end. And I'm not really sure what else to do from there. Like I
Wait,
don't even see that icon in
so you did,
Google.
it is changed from your point of view. You see, uh,
Yeah, well, okay, so I should clarify. On my point of view, it's changed in the Google Play console.
okay. So not on your phone.
No.
Okay. Can anybody help Chantel, Jerry, maybe?
This is like a front end change. Like this is code. Is
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I
We,
mean,
well,
will you work with Chantel on that? I want to update it to our.
yeah. Let me see what icon we. It's like the same icon we're using for both. So let me
Okay.
just verify real quick. Android.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and press the icons for circles. So, do you have no? You don't have any buttons below the pink button, like no nav bar buttons, like back button,
No.
keyboard button. Okay, so you're yeah,
You don't have a nav like the native nav bar where you have three buttons. You don't see it in your phone.
yeah. It seems
You can see a space, but you can see only a space bar here.
Oh yeah, it's same like the iOS. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Tap into the name field again.
Mm.
Okay, there's the keyboard. Okay, so I mean that keyboard goes all the way to the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
but we saw that guy, and that's not the only guy I've seen tap below the keyboard. I saw it on more than one session replay, which
Mm-hmm.
leads me to believe there's either an nav bar or the keyboard is up too high somehow.
Hmm.
Because you saw the guy tap.
Yes. Yeah. But like you could be like tab, like for example here on that black box at the very bottom there, because he has
Oh,
the
there is a little arrow
yeah.
that's for the keyboard. I mean,
Oh wait, no, this one, no. Like the keyboard. Wait,
This
yeah,
one.
what arrow?
if you tap
Oh
into the
yeah,
little
yeah,
arrow on the far lower
yeah,
left corner, does that drop the keyboard on it?
Yes.
Yeah, that
yeah.
one.
So maybe he taps on that.
True. True. Maybe.
So that's the thing is like to have the keyboard always visible. That I think it's not possible.
I think it's
'Cause,
possible.
okay, yeah, I'll see how. Cause like from my understanding of like things should not be forced on a user, and all like not all like at least iOS and Android like they have this same thing like when it comes like when they designing stuff like the user should be in control of everything. So and they're making it by default. As a developer, we don't have control of it. But I will look into it and see how to have the keyboard always on, no matter what the user's trying to do. But I don't know.
I mean,
Let me
I think
let me
there are
just
certain forms where I'd expect the keyboard to be there. I was using a different app over the weekend to test. I was testing on Locket, and they have the keyboard up always. It doesn't drop, and their continue button is gray until you type. You know, type some the proper like combination. Like at least have to have two letters, and then it turns to a color. I think that's probably a good idea for us too.
Mhm.
For some reason, that pink
well,
button is maybe too tempting. I don't know. What were you gonna say?
well, I just like um just asked ChatGPT right now. I
Mhm.
said, "Is it possible to have always the keyboard up for Android, just like that?" And it says on Android you can't really force the soft keyboard like that, the keyboard, to always stay open. The system controls it. It says, however, there's some workarounds depending on use case. Um, he listed a workaround, but he says, but as soon as the user dismiss it, the keyboard will that's dismissed. That's not a workaround if the user can dismiss it.
Right.
Yeah, and also like it was like maybe he said like intercept dismissible attempts. So when a user dismiss it, we open it again. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if
Yeah.
we can intercept that. We know if the keyboard is being dismissed, so we can bring it up again. But it's gonna be a weird behavior. It's gonna confuse the user. Be like, why my keyboard is missing up and that. But
Well,
maybe in this case,
I think I'd rather them be confused here because
hmm
we don't have a user yet. They're not even a user really, and
yeah,
many of them are never becoming users. So it's like whatever you're trying to do with your keyboard is not right. You're making a mistake, user. So we need
hmm
to kind of uh, provide that feedback, which I think a keyboard popping back up would provide the proper feedback. But I'm still not convinced there's not a greater problem here. Like, I don't understand why the button has moved from center to right and the names shifted from the left to the right a little bit. There's something weird going on the screen.
well, this shift didn't happen for all users. It's only with that one. So
No, no, no.
all
Well,
of them,
with many users though.
the shift of the inputs from left to right.
Yes. Um,
Let's see. It's only on one.
I
Let me
think the
see.
I think that when the pink button is centered, there are no issues. I think when the pink button is on the right, I see issues. But that might be I don't have enough sample size. But so far the pattern I've seen fits that.
Um,
Like
mm,
you'll never see this problem with that button in the center. Another thing we could do, Amin, um, if the keyboard's going to be dismissed, if the
mm-hmm.
user were to press the pink button right here, we could bring the keyboard back up, right?
If it's dismissed, yeah.
Okay, I think that would help because I see this button get pressed from this position a lot. In every screen record, it was that situation. So
Well, we're gonna make it like global, like whenever the user tries to dismiss the keyboard, not only this button, because the user can dismiss the keyboard from the native, like the device buttons, like that little arrow that we don't control.
yeah,
So we're gonna make it global, as like whenever the keyboard is gonna be dismissed, no matter how, it's gonna be opened again.
only in onboarding
Only in this step.
on this step. Okay,
Yeah, we can do it in other steps too if we want to.
okay. So that means if I hit the forward button, but the forward button did not dismiss it.
Yeah, it's like we're not dismissing it.
But it did on the other users. Like if you before we do so, let me just confirm. I'm gonna go ahead and tap on the name. Actually, tap on the hit the forward button. See, that doesn't do anything. Okay, tap outside of it. Tap on the last name. Okay. Hit the forward button. Okay. Tap outside of it. Interesting. Okay. Um, all right. So then, yeah, I mean, why don't you go back to sharing your screen? I want to look at that session replay again because it seemed to me that as soon as they tapped the forward button, the keyboard dropped, or at least the button dropped, like there was no keyboard there.
Okay.
Yeah. So right here. So look, they tap there.
Was it tapping?
I
Wait.
would hit refresh. Session replay can get buggy. Hmm.
Um. So
So maybe they tapped outside of it.
yeah, there's like a lock. You see the tap? It's in here.
Yeah.
Like
So
the
then
keyboard.
they
Is
missed. Maybe they missed the button.
maybe.
It's obviously an attempt to tap the button. Like it was right by the button. And
So
look, and now they're trying to bring the keyboard back up. So
yeah, just sound like they missed the button, but like now it's dismissed and like he's swiping to yeah, trying to bring the keyboard by swiping to up. I'm not really sure about that. Like normal user, if you wanna,
but look, they tapped in your last name.
they did not tab. Like they
Watch.
just
Right,
swipe it.
right there. We'll tap and swipe in that area. But look, there's another one. See, like they're tapping the name up there, like right there. That's a
No,
tap.
they did not. Let me see. Let me see. I'll have like
But their finger was there, like not there.
mhm,
You have to go back, I think. I mean,
right here.
right there. But it was kind of a swipe. No,
Yeah.
it says tap on the screen on the breadcrumbs.
Well, yeah, this is text input. If it taps here, let me see. Use a tab. Because this one says,
Yeah, if it says text input, how come shouldn't that be? Shouldn't we see the cursor in there?
yeah, we should.
Something's wrong. This user is clearly trying to interact with the page. I don't think they can get the keyboard back.
Well, again, like we can't, we don't have a way to.
There's a few ways. If they hit that pink button, we bring the keyboard back up. That's one.
Okay, let me, give me a second.
Hmm.
So, so this is the the methods that we have for keyboard that we as a developer how we can interact with the keyboard. Like there's no a function that says open or show. There's only dismiss. As you can see in my code, like this is the list of available functions that we can call. So again, like we don't have a direct way to open the keyboard. The keyboard will be opened if it's triggered by uh, a focus. Like you can see, like the methods, it's only dismiss, this for listening, and this is for is visible if the keyboard is visible. So there's no direct way to open the keyboard.
I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Put a ref on the input component, and
Mm-hmm.
if there's invalid, you can call focus to that ref on the input.
Yeah, so it's opened the keyboard up again.
Or you're right. That would
Yeah.
make it automatically do it.
Yeah, that's what we like discussed like earlier. We're gonna do it in a way so the keyboard is gonna be always up.
Oh,
If the user try to dismiss the keyboard, and that's what ChatGPT here. Um,
oh yeah, it would be yeah. Okay, yeah, it's that.
yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be like whenever the keyboard dismissed, when the keyboard did hide, focus the input, so it's gonna bring the keyboard. That's the way to bring the keyboard. It's like by focusing the input. And yeah, what were we talking about? Let me bring it here.
So
Yeah,
I
the
just
user response.
I asked Danny to give me some numbers because he looked at Amplitude yesterday. He saw 700 people hit the welcome button. 400 um, made it past. That means 300 did not get past the name screen.
Oh,
300.
yeah, that's a lot.
Something's off. Yeah. So, like you can see here, the user is trying. So maybe they're just confused why the keyboard isn't coming back up, or maybe they can't come back up for some reason. All right, well, continue what you were saying. What were you saying?
Yeah, so because like we were saying, we were talking about like the user is struggling with bringing the keyboard,
Yeah.
and and I was saying that we cannot bring the keyboard up, but again, if we went with the what we suggest, we were talked about, it's like to make the keyboard always up.
Yeah.
That would fix this the issue here.
Okay. Okay. I don't want understand why all of a sudden we're seeing it.
Well,
Like
and
the only
there was like
difference.
no changes. Yeah, like this keyboard name file, it has 4 months ago it changes for only the button for the pink button. That's yeah, like I can go. It's only affecting the pink button, which is stick to the right thingy, to whether the button should be on the right or on the left, or I guess center. I didn't work on that. Was work on it. So maybe if you remember, like why.
Well, I know why. It was because on small phones,
Mm-hmm.
the button was in the center. It would come up over the top of the name. So on small phones, it's supposed to be on the right,
Okay.
but it's now
Yeah.
on the right for me on my iPhone Pro Max. And so it's disobeying this rule for some reason.
It should be in the center for you. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Um.
And is the reason is there because that's broken? Is that possibly another thing broken that is causing hundreds of people to not get their keyboard?
I don't think this button being the center or the right is it's related to the keyboard issues.
Yeah.
But like the keyboard thingy, we can make it to always be open no matter what. Even if you try to dismiss it, it will be reopened again. Yeah, it's not optimal, but at least we would know. Even ChatGPT is like quick heads up. This is not a typical UX.
Well,
For
yeah,
that.
we're not going to do it in chat messages. We're just doing it on board.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm on a bank website and I have to enter numbers, I'm pretty much expecting that keyboard's always there because like a calculator. Like, of course, there's going to be a keyboard. It's a calculator. There must be a keyboard. There would
Yeah.
never not be a keyboard on a calculator.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Um. Let's go through this one again. Um. I'm not sure if we can do that or it's a good idea or not to like find a way to find this. Oh, they did not. If they are stuck in the name, they did not allow notifications. I was thinking maybe send them a notification, be like stuck on onboarding when
Yeah, I mean, we
share.
could send them a message, right? Well, actually, we don't even have their phone number yet. Huh?
Yeah, and neither like the notification settings is enabled
Right.
yet. So yeah.
Well,
Uh
well, can could a push notification be sent yet?
yeah, because like
I
if they
think,
stuck in the name,
yeah.
they did not allow permission.
But if it's Android 12 or lower, I think you can. Remember, we were reading something like that. Like
Yeah, because it's but like
they
this
didn't
is
offer.
like Android 15.
That one is, but there's others.
Yeah, I think yeah, this one 15 too, and this one was 15 too. If I remember,
Yeah.
these three. Um,
What would you ask?
just like saying having trouble with onboarding, and
Yeah.
well, that requires an OTA something. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm working with
Mm.
somebody over there. It's just the time difference was way off.
Oh, okay. Is having the same issue here?
No, not necessarily, but I'm gonna have her invite some friends and see what she reports back. Because that's a different issue. Jerry's gonna look into why hundreds of invites are getting sent and none are getting accepted. Seems
Mm-hmm.
too like statistically improbable. Um, the numbers that Danny gave me, I asked him what time frame that was. That was Saturday alone. 300 people couldn't get past that screen in one day.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's 300 users we don't have in the app in one day that we're trying to get in the app. So, once we get this resolved, I feel like I can get millions of users. I just have to make sure this all working.
Yeah. Um, you can see here, like this user pressed directly on the button,
It did, yeah.
but
But why didn't the button drop? Oh wait, I guess it wouldn't yet.
no, it did not. It did not because we don't drop the keyword.
Yeah, so
So
it's still keyboard.
things stays as it should.
Yeah.
And let's see, put the app in the background. The user is not in the app right now. He's back.
I saw the cursor.
But yeah, when he's back, the cursor is on again. So this user is not even. I'm not really sure. Like this user is not even
Right.
trying.
That's where I think that button needs to be gray until they type letters.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Maybe this user did just want to skip the onboarding, thinking this
and that
button.
might that might have happened 300 times, maybe. I mean, it does seem like something similar to that, um, which is just weird. I've never like I don't know if it's a cultural thing, because that's all these years we've been doing this in mostly USA downloads. I don't see that, but
Mm.
there's this
Or,
high number in South Africa for some reason.
or maybe like so those users were brought from ads. Maybe the ad. I'm not really sure how that works, but they believe if they install the app, they will get something in return if they follow the onboarding. So they just wanna go through it real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're getting offered anything. It's not like,
Maybe that was communicated in the ad or the media.
well,
Uh,
I made the ads. There's similar ads I run everywhere. Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's a description of what Circles is.
mm,
Chat with community, share recommendations, positive vibes. It's all that. It's all the same. Always.
maybe they just want to get through it real quick without feeling anything, just
And,
to
I- and
see.
yeah, and I would think a lot of people do that, but hundreds? That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the pink button is too tempting. Like they think something's supposed to happen. Like there is a
Yeah,
keyboard right there, right? We think there's a keyboard there.
the keyboard should be somewhere here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it should
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yet they're ignoring it. Maybe because the button's pink, they're thinking like, why can't I go? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
If it was gray,
Yeah.
does that solve it? Maybe. Let's try gray.
Yeah, I can do that. So we'll do two things. The keyword will never dismiss, even if the user try it's not never dismissed, but if the keyboard is going to be, if it's dismissed, it will be brought up again, and only when the name and the last name is filled, then this will be pink. Otherwise, it's going to be gray
Yeah.
and disabled.
Can we
Okay.
flash? Oh, also, there's a few things we should do. We should, anywhere you tap between your first name and the red text, all of that should focus the cursor inside. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you tap here,
yes.
like anywhere here, will focus the first name and anywhere here.
Yeah. Even when you
Yeah.
tap up there where it says, so what's your name? Even there, because I saw people tapping, I think you should put the cursor in there. Um,
Then
what if we just made it? Is this a workaround? What if you just made it where everywhere you tap,
yeah, that's all I was about to suggest. Like we can do it.
that way
Obviously.
it's not like us dropping the keyboard and bringing it back up. It just can't be dismissed, right?
No, the keyboard can still be dismissed if the user want from his buttons or anywhere, but like
That's
us,
true.
we're not dismissing it.
Yeah. Okay. So they could only dismiss it from their nav bar, but that's will prevent it from there too. We'll make it come back up.
Yep.
Okay. Then yeah. Also, like let's say that button's gray, and they haven't filled anything out, and they tap it. I think the red text should probably like flash again, so you have some type of feedback or grow, and then like spring like forward a little bit, and then go back to size. Something that tells you, hello, yeah, right here. Pay attention right here. Yeah, exactly that area.
And
What do you think?
yeah, you want me to do some animation to the red text?
Yeah, like yeah, have it get larger and then smaller.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. If they tap the gray button. Okay. All right. This is really crazy to me that many people still don't understand why. Look, you see
Yeah,
there 3 weeks ago, it was centered to this last week to the right. Why?
you said 3 weeks ago,
Yeah,
so
you can
it's
see the date. Scroll up a little
yeah,
bit. August 31. See the date?
yes, yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
And then so like nothing really changed between in 3 weeks.
yeah.
Or
No, and also like code wise, last changes were 4 months ago for this file. Let me go to this one. This one it was last change. Let's see. Last change was 4 months ago too. So
so what is something that is something that I don't know
mm,
what it is. Maybe it's not damaging, but maybe it is. Why is it doing that?
I cannot think of anything right now why it's doing that. Like
Could it be symptomatic of something larger issue?
excuse me, but I don't know what would it be.
Let's watch one more session replay that I sent you. The one where I said, um, stop right here for a sec. Is used for, but it's a different situation. I do want to talk about that country code too, but um, go down a little bit more or go up. Yeah, stop here.
Like, you sent me 4 session replays. This is all of them. One, two,
There's
three.
one. There's one where the pink button moves a little bit up.
Mm,
It's very
maybe it's Maybe it's this one, the last one. Let me see. Oop, it did not.
Let it play.
Yeah, he pressed no, but the button did not move. He
I
pressed
know, but
and
let it play. It was later. Let it
hmm?
play. Go
Oh, it'll play. Okay.
ahead. How come when it went up, there wasn't a cursor on this one?
It was a little bit like like just because of delay, and he starts tapping.
There should still be a cursor there, yeah?
Yeah, it should be a cursor here. Then he disappeared.
Why? Is it
Let me see. Hmm.
I think when you start working on this, you're gonna find a flaw. There's something we're not seeing that is like there's no keyboard there right now. I have a feeling. If there was a keyboard, you would see a cursor. And I don't
Yeah.
know how they're doing it, but
Well, even it's weird. Like you see, so here supposed there's no keyboard, right?
hmm
But the cursor is here.
yeah, that's maybe slight delay, right?
Yeah, but when the button is up, the cursor disappeared.
That should never happen, right?
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot, not delay here. I mean, even if there was a delay, we would see it. Something's
Hmm.
wrong. Something's wrong. Okay, this isn't.
Something's wrong, or here session replay is messing with us.
That's possible because the cursor flashes. I think.
Yeah, it flashes. The app was in the background. Now it's foreground, and all this from here to here, and the cursor disappear.
Yeah, so it could be flashing right when session replay is trying to get the frame.
Mhm.
That's possible.
Yeah, but that's a crazy, insane. No.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. So, but that's not what I want to show you. Let's look at a different
Yeah,
one.
you show me the button was moved.
Yeah.
Let me see. Like when you say the button moved, like it
It'll
shifted.
shift up a tiny bit. Yeah, not a tiny bit, enough to. It's very noticeable. It's maybe not this one. We'll see. See, I think this user doesn't realize how to get the keyboard back up. Okay, let's try. Let's look at a different one. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one.
Well, here it has a shift, like the inputs. Like I think I
The
see.
inputs are too far left. Yeah, that's something weird. But
But here the keyboard just dropped.
yeah,
So
so
the last one. This is another session replay.
yeah, this has got to be it. It's crazy how many people are confused by this screen.
Yeah, and this one is from India.
Let it keep playing. I think it's here. There. See? What was that? How could that happen? Maybe they got their nav bar to appear somehow.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
Because
nothing.
like there's that, yeah, there's that nav bar that's it can be shown and hide if you scroll, if
Yeah.
you tap somewhere there. Like
I thought we prevented it on onboarding.
you cannot just prevent it. You just
No.
hide it.
Mm-hmm.
If the user wants it to be back, it can be.
It can be okay. So
Yeah,
that's all
because
that was.
yeah, it could be. Yeah, I mean it should be because like it was nothing here.
Yeah.
User was not doing anything. I mean, then it's not here. It's
It's
before.
no, it's in the big gray area, right about there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nothing happening.
They didn't. We don't have a tap gesture or anything.
Yeah, there's no tab gesture or anything. So that tab gesture did not got registered
So
because it
wow.
was on
Mm,
because it was like on a native level. All
mm,
of this like register those tabs,
yeah,
they are inside our app. They are registered to our app. We know them.
I got you. Okay. And again, keep the button on the right instead of the center for some reason.
That's one I have no idea, and especially like it happened to you in a Pro Max. What the only logical thing that I'm thinking about is like there's a code change.
Yeah.
Without a code change, it's like nearly impossible for the same device. Sometimes in the right, sometimes in the left.
We made code changes around keyboards and text inputs and things.
In other places, not to this one. Like,
I know, but what if shared component in some way?
um, the shared component, it's this one that's called navigation. It's basically it's this button and this specific button that's in the onboarding. Because
No.
sometimes it has the back button, sometimes it's not. So all of that it's in a component. So only be used on an onboarding.
Okay. Well, there it is. Something's going on there. And people are definitely confused on this screen for some reason. So I guess we do all the things we talked about,
Mm-hmm.
and that should improve it a lot. And assume the keyboard is there, I guess. I think the keyboard is there probably at first, but like I don't think they're having trouble figuring out how to get the keyboard back.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make sure it's just always there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Um. Well, then that's probably that, and then try and figure out why the button is over to the right now instead of centered.
Yeah, that one I have no idea about it. Like, it's okay. Let me do something here. Mm,
I think we should put a slight background color to it too. Um. Yeah. I'll send you a screenshot what I mean. I think we should do something like this. I mean, I'll send you the color to use, but I think it should be boxes like that. Can you do that background box over first name last name?
Like you talking about the color, just the color, or just like the whole thing? Yeah, something like this.
Where it says first name last name?
Oh, like the input.
Yes, I want a box with that. Ours has no box.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, so
Yeah, yes,
I'll
yeah.
just do a color. Yeah, like off, or maybe could you even just take our brand blue and then give it opacity? I guess it has 100% opacity already. Never mind, it doesn't work. Um, I'll do a shade of our blue.
So the input this box will have a shade of our blue as a background.
Yeah, see how that black is has like a very dark gray in it. Just so yeah, it's just a very subtle difference of color like that compared to
Yeah.
the
Mm, I mean, yeah, we can do it. And just like how is it gonna be like looking good? It's visible.
yeah,
Visible. It's
it'll
not
be
just
subtle.
black.
It won't be black. It'll be blue. It'll be the
Yeah.
slightly different blue than what our background is. Just slightly darker. Um, let me see. I have a color palette. Let me grab a color. Okay, I'm sending it to you. I circled the one. Let's use that color as a background here.
Something like this.
Doesn't look right. Why does it look completely different? Is
And
background 008 DED?
let me see. HB. Yep. This is the container. That's
That's a
the
B. That's a B as in boy, isn't it?
yep.
Yeah, this I need to delete that. This is wrong.
This is the
Uh,
wrong background color.
no, my color palette is based off of a typo that happened a couple
Uh,
years ago. It's not a 8, it's a B. So give me one moment. Um, 00B, right? DED.
yep.
try this one.
Like this.
Um, yeah. So much longer width,
Oh yeah. Okay. Full width. Okay.
no border. Perfect. And the color, the cursor's still white, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we make it that really dark blue in the lower right corner?
Let me see. Is it-
While you're doing that, Chantel, I got questions for you.
Yes.
I was trying to link to our paranormal product page, but then I wasn't sure if I was missing something. It looked like it was missing the video and also there was a screen shot, and I couldn't find a screenshot I sent you. But I thought we had more screens depicting that paranormal zone chat. What do you see as far as a product page for paranormal?
Let me look.
Okay, I submitted one for review, and then it got approved, and it's like, do you want to replace it? And I'm like, wait a minute.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, but that wasn't our final version, right? There's no video in it, and then there should have been another screen too.
Yeah, so
Right?
that screenshot you sent me
Yeah.
yesterday, that's in there. It's on the second slide, just as we went over. Yeah, I'm looking at it, and it's all exactly like
I'm
what
not-
we left it with the Monopoly Go at
I'm
the
not talking about-
beginning.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Monopoly Go. I'm talking about Paranormal Zone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me look at that one. Okay, so we've got the chat about the supernatural one. Yeah, we talked about using that screenshot. I don't see
Mhm.
any other messages. The URL, that's the picture.
I don't think it's possible to change the cursor color for the iOS.
Really?
Like for example, on the app you sent me a screenshot from.
Yeah.
Is it like white or
I'm
following
actually
this?
going. I was just going back to check that.
Okay, so yeah, on the App Store, it is missing the video.
It's yellow.
Yellow?
Talking to me.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sending it to you. Yeah. So go ahead, Chantal.
Yeah.
So it looks like the paranormal one is missing the video, or sorry, I apologize. The Apple paranormal one is missing the video. It is on the Google Play one.
It's also missing one of the screens from like the conversation. I thought I sent you a screenshot to use. There's one screenshot you used with like the meme, but there was another one. And I couldn't find where I sent it to. I couldn't find it in my emails, sent emails,
Yeah.
but like I know we talked about it because I think you were like, "Oh, that's cute."
Mm,
I just don't
mm,
know where it is.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it in our Slack or email. Let's see, did you text it to me?
Oh, maybe I texted it.
No, it looks like you just texted me the Monopoly Go
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Mm, Not quite sure.
You remember another screenshot that we were talking about using in paranormal?
Yeah, I do. Because I had initially had a different one. Oh, the deck, not Monopoly Go. Give me one sec. I'm looking through those assets.
I'm looking through my deleted photos too to see if I can come across it.
Mm, So I have this other one that just talks about smudging, and you didn't like that one. Because I'd initially had it with the chat with amazing humans, and then
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
yeah, and then the next screen said you're such an amazing soul. Uh,
But I think
and it
that was
fine. So that's the one
Send-
we talked about not doing.
send me that one. Yeah, not this one. All right, I'll just grab one.
What color should I do for the cursor?
Bottom right.
Like this one?
Yep.
All right.
What's up on it?
So I'm asking, can I drop for no? If required anything, ping me.
Okay, yeah, I think we're good. Do you need anything from Amit, Jerry?
I need from Jerry.
Yeah, he needs from me, but I'll get it to him before tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, thanks,
Thanks.
Amit. Yep, take it easy.
So this is how it's gonna be looking like the cursor. Color.
Yeah, can't miss that.
All
It's
right.
not. It's not
Okay.
there. Yeah, why is it? Yeah, I want it always in there, like always flashing in there. So that
Will be always once I'm gonna do the changes where it's the keyboard.
yeah.
It's gonna be always up.
Okay, yeah. That just this whole design already is so much clearer. I think. And
Mm-hmm.
we didn't do much. We got the box around it and a darker cursor, so that helps. If I tap the red, yeah,
That's yeah. I will add all the changes that we talked about.
and bring the keyboard up.
I don't have the keyboard here. Let me do this.
Hmm. I think it might need a redesign for the button. The button being on the right hand side will overlap the fields.
Yeah, it did on some devices. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's here. So I I remember. I'm not sure if this is this screen or another screen, but we said like we're gonna make it as like remember how we have like if you want to do a check in and that input if you type in a trust tip, it keeps pushing things to the top as you.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
That would.
it's always make this
But what would happen? So, what's your name would also go over, like, but
uh
I wouldn't
things
want.
will yeah it will be hidden like
That's not great.
let me see we so like push the content. I'm not sure where but I know like I took a note of it somewhere. It's like we talked about like 2 months ago.